Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, everyone. This is Money Dance with Satoshi Africa, of course, in collaboration with Tonoit. We have one of the best traders in the world right here with us on this call. Okay. All right, it's right on this call. So it's indeed a great privilege to have him on this call. So I want to say a big welcome to everyone right here and now. And also some of our friends are joining us now on Facebook. I want to say a big welcome to all of you. This is supposed to be a paid meeting, okay? But our guest today said we should open it to everyone. Let everyone come to know how to take profit. Profiting from Bitcoin is the order of the day. So if this is your first time, please, I need you to quickly go to the chat area and type the word new. This is your first time. If you're with us on Facebook, go to the comment area and type the word new. This is your brother, your friend, your servant. My name I say. So big welcome to all of you. Please quickly go to the chat area and give me the word new. If this is your first time on this call, we need to know that you are joining for the first time. Trust me, very important that you're here. So let's get the number rolling quickly. Yes, new. All right. So let's get to meet you. Let's know that this is your first time here. All right. Yes. I see a number of new. Okay. Chuku. Let me drag this thing. I say name very well. Okay. Mary Chico, this is your first time here. Chukure Mary, yeah, it's your first time here. Who else? Olawole. Okay. Maxwell King. Yes. Who else? Joining for the first time. Deniro Busayo. Okay. Of course. Guest Rudo is your first time with us on this call. All right. Good to have you here. Emeka is your first time here. Remy Leko is your first time as well. Yes, who else? Join us for the first time. Chai Melissa is your first time. You're welcome. Olu Busayo, your first time. Wow. Good to have all of you on this call. Trust me, you are going to get real value for your time today. Friends, in case you don't know, let me quickly share with you what you are about to encounter. We have a man who trades like a machine. All right. You know, a lot of persons don't make money in the crypto space. Reason is simple. They trade with emotions. They don't know exactly what to do at every given time. Guess what? With this guy on this call tonight, you will be well directed. Now, this call will not just end today. We want to see how 2021 can really become a fountain of profit to everyone. So quickly, in the next 1 minute, we'll be starting quickly. Get your friends, your family members, neighbors, colleagues, maybe your enemies, if you got any, let them come here, right here and now. We are starting. Invite them. I can't afford to hear that someone miss out from this meeting. No, you shouldn't be the one missing out. Please, let's tell all our friends, share it in all your WhatsApp groups, your Telegram channels, your group, your Facebook. Just announce it everywhere. Let everyone get to know that it's happening here. We are doing just one thing, taking profit. If you are not taking profit in 2021, friends, you are sure losing it. You are sure losing it, but good to know that you are here. Once again, a big welcome to all of you. All right, so the number is popping up. We are 42 right now. And in case you don't know, the highest you can take on this call is 100. So you need to ensure that your friends get in here as quickly as possible. Now, quickly, we're going to be discussing something very, very important. This is not really meeting for cause. It's not a meeting for trading, but rather it's a meeting where you get those nitty-gritties. You see, those little information, those just little things you need to know that will make you profitable in the crypto space, Bitcoin and the likes. That is what we got for you tonight. All right, I think my guest is ready, and he's no other person but Mr. Rudo. Rudo, over to you. You're welcome. Please show us how we
Thanks.
can take profit from Bitcoin and all that coins.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it, buddy, and appreciate the kind words. Welcome, everybody, and this is our first installment, and I'm really excited to be spending the time with you guys. Eddie, is it possible that you can maybe set the chat so that I can see everybody's chats? Because I can only see mine that is posted. If it's possible, um, otherwise we'll do it the next time around. I don't mind. So, Eddie, you muted there, buddy.
Sorry, you can see that now. I just did a reset.
Okay, great. So now let's see. I want to ask everybody just one favor and just press a one and put it in the chat for me. Let's just see if it works. Nothing coming through just yet. There's the ones. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, right. So, yes, let those ones run. Because why do we want to do this, guys? Give me a couple of more ones. I see I've got Wealthy Woman, Maxwell King, Joseph, Madupe. Let's see, we've got, the ones are coming. Great, guys. So, why do we want to do that, guys? I want to be able to spend time and actually talk to you, not at you. That's an important thing. The reason for these calls and why we want to do is I actually want to start focusing on simple education and simple mindset exercises and means to better grasp what the trading can do for you guys. We all love trading. That's why we're on this call. We all see the unlimitless potential. Who of you guys, and I'm going to ask you to answer me in the chat with a 777, has not looked at the charts and daydreamed if they only could buy each low and sell each high, and you pan through the charts and you start daydreaming, what if you could just buy all the lows and sell all the highs? So let's see if I'm the only one that ever spent time messing on that daydream. So if you've had the same daydream, please give me a 777 in the chat. Let's see. And Joseph, Toby, guys, that's what everybody's feeling, and the reason why I'm putting this through to you guys is, and I'm gonna start my screen share if it's fine with you there, Edward, and
Yeah.
start with a little bit of a background, and then let's move forward into how we can then use this vital little bit of information that everybody's experiencing. Everybody's looking at the market, whichever coin you want to be looking at, and dream that they can buy there, sell there, buy there, sell there, buy there, sell there, buy there, sell there. And herein lies the big thing, guys. And while let's just me open the chat, I want to still see you guys talking to me. Please let those numbers keep on coming. So if you've experienced this daydream, put that 7777 in the chat. Now, my first steps of trying to become a professional trader, the idea was that I thought that if you are able to become a professional trader, you would be able to buy each low and sell each high. Am I correct, guys? Maybe if you are in agreement with me, press a 5 in the chat. Let's see where you're at. If you're a professional trader, you can buy each low and sell each high. Let's see. We've got Chisholm that says it's 5. He agrees with me. Anybody else? A 5 in the chat if you think that a professional trader can buy each low and sell each high. And as the 5s are coming in, guys, I'm sorry to say that it was a trick question, and please forgive me for that. The reality is, as a professional trader, you will never, ever be able to do that. Now, why the hell are we doing this? Why are we trying to figure out how the market works if that is the case? And this is the thing that basically will flip the whole dynamic for you. As soon as you're looking at a trade, and let's use an example. I'm going to use a trade that was called earlier by Master Trade. So this is our Master Trade platform, and this is the trade Sheldon called. So I'm just going to open it up, and everybody can see my screen. Everybody can see this XRP trade that I've got open here. Edward, maybe comment there, buddy.
Yes, very well.
Okay. Being a professional trader means, for most people, that when we call a trade like this, saying that this is the buy zone, this is the sell zone, that we have the following factors in there. That there is, and I'm just going to bring my drawing tools over, a 100% guarantee that I'm going to be correct. Now, guys, the sad reality is, as a professional trader, you've learned the hard way that if you are going out of the gate and you're starting a new trade, who of you guys will place a trade and I tell you that this trade is going to be a guaranteed loser? So if I play this trade, but I say to you guys that this 100% chance this trade is going to fail, please, by a show of hands, or maybe not a show of hands, a 9 in the chat, who will take this trade? If I tell you there's a 100% chance of losing, give me a 9 if you're willing to take this trade. And I'm sorry, I'm going to stop asking all the numbers in a while, but there's the fact. The reality is nobody's going to want to do that, because if I'm telling you you're going to lose money, why would you trade? Why would you take this trade? But if I were to tell you, give me by a show of 7 to take this trade, I guarantee it's a winner. Are you going to be worried about taking this trade? Give me a 7 if you're going to be worried about taking this trade. See, I don't see any 7s. Edward's going to be worried about taking the trade. Edward, you're allowed to be worried there, buddy. But I hope you're not. And that's the hard thing. If you're worried about taking the trade, and I'm telling you that's 100%, why are you employing me? Why are you telling, getting me in, getting the expert in? But now I'm going to share something with you guys. And this is I'm going to start with a little backstory. I promise it won't be too boring. And please excuse my drawing ability. This is the ocean. And this is an iceberg. Now, normally what we know, the iceberg is about 2/3 of it is underwater, 1/3 of it you can see. And then normally what we have is we've got the Titanic. Now, excuse my stupid drawings, but when we look at trading and why you should be looking at trading as yourself, as an individual, if you are placing a trade, what's the first thing you're saying to yourself in your mind? Why would you take a trade if not do you have the belief that it's going to work? Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, give me a Y in the chat. Why would you take a trade if you're not in 100% agreement with your analysis that this trade is going to work? Why else would you have taken the trade? Yes. Now, that's the problem. When we become traders, when we start doing technical analysis, TA, I'm just going to write it in there for short, technical analysis. What is going to happen is you're going to start learning a strategy. You're going to start learning that these are the following conditions that needs to happen in a specific sequence. And if these conditions are met, the market will either go up in the direction you would want it or go down in the direction you would want it. But the hard reality is that we as professional traders have learned that that is not the case. If you're looking for 100%, rather go play the lotto, because you will have a better chance at becoming profitable that way around. And the reason for this is because technical analysis needs to be seen as the accumulative memory of everybody participating in the market. Meaning, if we look at what is happening over here, and I'm just going to take away these drawings, everybody at that stage was in an agreement that XRP might not continue, or they were uncertain, scared. Everybody at that level over there was in an idea that this might be a good time to enter. And that's why we get support and resistance levels. It's literally not the line governing the candle, but it's the human emotion around that specific price point. Now, Edward, you're nodding your head there, buddy. If there's a study, and I want to ask yourself, guys, to go and have a look at it. Is it possible to predict chaos? And I want to ask you to answer me, yes or no. Is it possible to predict chaos? Let's quickly see everybody's opinion on whether it's possible to predict chaos. Edward, what is your feeling about that? Maybe unmute yourself, buddy. Give me your thing. So Joseph is saying nope. I get a few Benson saying yes. Sarah saying yes. Edward, what's your feeling on it?
Of course.
What are you saying there, buddy?
Yes, you can.
Can predict chaos. Yes. How is that? Because if you have a specific set of parameters, and that is what a scientist does, They create a specific condition, and then if they run that same condition over in the maths of probability, the same result should happen. Therefore, then you've got a consistent result. However random each one of those factors might be. And I want to use there's a lot of videos. After this call, Edward, I'm going to send you a little video, and I want you guys to share to everybody on this, just to prove the fact that how easy it is to predict what is seemingly random or seemingly chaotic. Now, randomness is the problem. We cannot predict randomness. Now, if you think about what is happening in the market over here, if we look at it as randomness, what would be your odds? Am I fair in my assumption that I'm saying 50-50? Because it's random. You can either be right or you can either be wrong. If you go to the casino, who has been to the casino? Who has seen roulette wheel? It's that thing there, the table. You spin the wheel, they throw the little ball on it, and you either win or you lose, simply put.
True.
So now they've made different odds in there. There's blocks with different numbers. The numbers are in red or in black. You've got red numbers and you've got black numbers. But did you guys ever pay attention to the fact that on that roulette wheel, there's one green number? Did you guys see that green number? What is the function of that green number? Edward, you might maybe answering me that. What is the function of that green number? If I've got a circle that's got 20 red blocks and 20 black blocks, but one green block, what is the function of that green block? Do you perhaps know? No. Ah, okay. It is to put the odds in the favor of the casino. That's it. That's it. Now, we all know the saying, the house always wins. Who's in agreement with me there? The house always wins. And why is that? Because they've learned that you cannot measure the success of a single trade, because that is what they're doing. They are traders, okay? But you cannot measure the success of a single trade by applying one specific strategy and using one version of it, one play, as an indication of how the strategy is going to move. So the first thing that you guys need to do if you want to become profitable traders is to do the following. Get a piece of paper. Give me 20 little lines. And every time you take a trade, if it's a winner, you make it a plus. And if it's a loser, you scratch it out. And at the end of your 20 trades, you go and calculate whether you were 50% accurate, 30% accurate, or even 80% accurate. Because by doing so, you will have an idea of how effective your game plan is in the casino, which is the markets. Because there is no strategy, and you can agree with me. Please do, confirm this with a 9 in the chat. There is no strategy out there that can give you 100% probability that the trade's going to work. Is that true? Because it just doesn't exist. Because if there was a strategy like that, everybody would be using it. And in theory, then it will not work. Because for you to make money, Sarah, for you to make money, I need to be losing. We are trading against each other. We are opponents. No matter what we do, we'll always be opponents. So if you look at this and you look at the way that this works, only once you have your 20 trades and you can see whether you're 30, 50, or 80% accurate, then the road to consistent profit is on its way. And how do we do that? Well, let's use this as an example. What I'm going to do is, say you're 30% accurate, which means for every 10 trades you take, you're going to be losing on 7. So if I lose 3% for my 7 trades, what will my losses be? Okay, so let's work with $100. First loss is going to be 97. My second loss is going to be 94.8 something, or 94.7, there around. As my balance is going down, I should be losing 3%. You're in agreement with me there. So as my balance is going down, I'm losing less and less money. But say my gains over those 10 trades on the winners were 20%. what would be my profitable? How many losses can I sustain for 120% to be increasing my profitability? And once I have that math, I then can say, right, if I'm 30% accurate, and out of these trades, I'm down. If I keep on losing my 3%, and I do this for seven trades, let's make that 92. Please excuse my math. I'm not here as a math whiz. Let's make that 89.5. And then we go to 87. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to 85. And then we're going to go to, so that's 83. So let's say if I've lost my 7 trades, I would be at $83. But if I take that $83 and I've got one winning trade of 20%, 20% from $83 is how much? $16.
Yeah.
83 plus 16. Okay. Where are we at? 99. I still have 2 more in the bank that I'm going to be banking money from. So even if you've got a 30% winning rate, the key to true trading all lies within your risk management. But nobody tends to want to do this because trading has given you so much freedom. Where else in the world do you have unlimited potential, unlimited income, unlimited everything? So there's literally no rules other than the rules you decide to adhere to. So if you do not practice proper risk management, no matter how aggressive you trade and how good you are, you will never be profitable. A guy that can give you a 30% accuracy, if he treats his risk management with respect, when he gets it right, he's going to be making money. This guy is going to be taking his $100 and turning it into $140 by only being 30% right. Now that's profound. It should be profound to you guys. Now, if we now take this information, what did this guy do that the casino does on a consistent basis? Whenever he took a trade, he calculated where his loss is going to be, and then he decided based on where the loss can happen. This is the only hard part. You need to know when you're going to lose. I always say, when you know where you're going to lose, then you know where to put your stop limit. And if that is too much of a risk, you don't take that trade. The casino gives you a fixed set of rules, don't they? So when you go to the casino, they don't all of a sudden tell you you're allowed to change the odds or the rules of the game as you feel like it, whether you are winning or losing. The rules and everything, the structure is fixed. The reason why is they've done the calculations and they understand that over 40 trades, 50 trades, 10 trades, whatever their probability figure is, they will be making more money than they've lost. And what we do as traders, we need to start looking at the same. Now, how do we do that? We do it by using technical analysis. Now, I'm going to take your mind back to that little iceberg. So the water is a little bit murky over here, so please bear with me, but the ice is nice and crispy blue. So there's the ice under the water. Now, if you do not have the ability to practice proper risk management, and we'll dive into how proper risk management works, but if you do not have the discipline to practice good risk management, what's going to happen is technical analysis is going to give you the trade setups, but your mindset that sits underneath here, the thing that presses the buy and the sell button, your mind, if that thing isn't disciplined, no good plan out there will work. No signal provider, nothing. No matter who is out there, I will not be able to make you a profitable trader if you do not have the discipline to stick to your game plan. That's the difference between us and the casino. Now, the nice thing about trading, Edward, is you can choose. You can make a choice today. You can come and learn with me to become the casino, or you can come and learn to become the gambler. Which one would you rather want to be? You just muted yourself there, buddy. There, you unmuted, but what do you want to be? Do you want to be the casino or do you want to be the gambler?
Of course, not the gambler.
Okay. Now, does the casino win the jackpot every night? No, because the casino is not greedy. The gambler goes for the jackpot.
Yeah.
And herein lies our weakness. We want to be hitting the 100% to 200% trade every day. Because we think, and when we look at that daydream, that beautiful dream that we have, when we pan through the charts and you see, oh, I can buy this low and I can sell that high, and look at all the money I could have made. So what do? We fall in love with the greed part of trading. So I always say, what you need to do when you start learning how to trade is don't think about the money that you're going to be making. The money should be the consequence, not the result. The
Yeah.
result should be to try and practice proper risk management. And therein lies the thing. Now, I want to ask you guys about risk management. And let's use this coin, Ample, as an example. Okay. If I start doing my analysis and I want to start studying, well, whoa. Let me just stop here for a while. Everybody's still on board with what I'm saying. What is the biggest thing that we need to develop to become professional traders? Because the strategies are out there, they all work. What is the thing that we need to work on? Do we need to work on the 15%? That's the top of the iceberg, technical analysis. Or is the true key to where we need to be profitable, sitting on how we execute that? That's a 1, that's a 9. Tell me where we need to be, guys. What is it that the professional trader has that the public does not have? They've got the number 9. They've got the mindset. They practice the proper risk management. We always say you need to trade like a machine. Do not get emotional. Do not get hung up if you're wrong, because you're going to be wrong. You're going to lose money. But if you have a proper risk management plan in place, you're going to be losing 3%. And if you look at what I just showed you with that 30% accuracy, you can still be walking away with profit in the end of the month. And as you learn, as you develop as a trader, that 30% is going to turn to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Once you get there, you're not even going to want to take all the trades anymore, because then you can wait for the big one and just have that one trade. So we need to work on our mindset, guys. And how are we going to do that? Well, if we look at the way we apply our strategy, if I go on along and I say, okay, this looks good, maybe let's buy it over here. Have my stop limit over there. What is the factors that I have to consume or consult within my strategy that's going to give me the idea that I need to buy in there? And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit just to make the screen a little bit more friendly and legible. And please, this is not a strategy. I'm just using this as an example, guys. So I'm telling you, we're going to have to buy over there. And let me make the color yellow. I want to buy in this zone on the retrace. And I'm going to put my stop limit over there. Now, I want to ask you guys the following question. If this is getting your entry point and this is your stop limit, on which of these two do you spend the most time? Who of you guys are traders? Give me a 5 in the chat if you are a full-time or a part-time trader. Been placing trades. Let me just quickly see where you're at in the room. So if you're a full-time, part-time trader, you've been taking at least one trade a week. You qualify. Give me a 5 in the chat. Let me just see where the room is at. There. Edward gives me a 5. Let's see who else we've got here. There's Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. Let's see. Only Sarah. There's Queen as well. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. Bobos, thanks, man. Give me a 5 there. Madupe, iPhone, Femi. There, the 5s are coming through. Okay, guys. So you are traders. If I say on average, it's fair to assume that we spend 10 minutes trying to get this entry. Looking at trend lines, looking at all sorts of things, maybe the moving averages, whichever strategy you would be. And I say that if I spend 10 minutes on getting the entry, how much time do you guys spend on working out where the stop limit's going to be? Is it going to be more or less? Now, if it's more, give me a 1. And if it's less, give me a 10. Or let's make it a simple number, give me a 7. If it's more time to get the stop limit, give me a 1. And if it's less time to get the stop limit worked out, give me a 7. And let's see how much time you guys spent. So I spent 10 minutes on an entry, just on average. Do I spend more than 10 minutes to work out where my stop limit's going to be or less? So I see there's 2 sevens already, a third 7. So most of the time, once we've taken the trade, what do? Now, this is where professional traders work it differently. I'll spend 10 minutes getting my trade, but I'll spend 30 minutes working out where my stop's going to be. Why is that? Because when I take a trade, I've got dollars. Now I want to put my dollars into this specific coin, which is ample. So ample symbol looks something like that. Okay. So now this is a trade. Taking your dollars and converting it to ample is a trade. And you are taking that trade in this zone over here. But what does it mean when you put a stop limit, guys? It means that it's literally the reverse. I'm doing another trade. I'm taking my ample and I'm converting it back into dollars. Now, why is it that we want to be trading professionally and we want consistent results? We'll spend 10 minutes on this trade, but only 1 minute on the bottom trade. Is this not the makings of a recipe of failure? Because if you start thinking about this, how many times do you get your stop limit hit? And how frustrating can that be? And what does the stop limit do? It literally goes to your stop limit, the candle. It will wick to your stop limit. Who's had this happen to me? Give me a 333 in the chat. Who's had this happen to you? You'll have your stop limit right at that line over there. It wicks to you and then it goes up. And then we all hate the bloody stop limit because what does it do? It just takes your money. So we tend to start avoiding trading with stop limits. So Sarah, 333 there, that is correct. I used to hate the stop limit as well. Edward, 3s there, there's 3s. Because that is what we do. We look 10 minutes. We spend 10 minutes on the entry and we spend 1 minute on the stop limit. So no reason, that is all the confirmation you'll need why it's going to fail. Because not much thought is given to that. Now, technical analysis is not going to teach you these type of things. The way that you're going to have to develop your way of thinking is through your mindset. Because technical analysis is a brilliant thing. It gives you a line and says every time price gets closest to that line, buy. But it doesn't help you when it starts wicking through it. So if you do not understand the mental things that everybody's going through, that what your opponent is thinking, feeling, and acting on, do you believe that you will be a professional, successful trader? And that's the thing. If we play chess and you have the same game plan every day, meaning I'm going to look for an entry and then I'm going to tata my chance it, I'm going to lick the stamp and stick it and let's see, maybe it works. Will I be the professional chess player that plays against you, be beating you consistently, or will I be losing against you? And this is what the institutional traders does. Okay. They know that people, the public, seldom changes their game plan because there's an expiry date to you guys. If you think about it, how many friends do you know that started trading, made some money in the beginning, and then lost it all? How many friends do you know about that? That's the expiry date factor. Because we start this and we love this, we fall into a point where euphoria starts taking us over. We become addicted. Once that happens and you don't have a proper game plan, the addiction becomes a problem and you're going to lose everything. So I want you guys to please write this down. And Edward, maybe we can circulate this on a text. And I want you to make this your mantra for the next 2-3 weeks. People that stop trading, people that does not use, people without stop limits, stop trading. That's the key. So we're going to have to first learn how to place a stop limit. And that is what my aim and my game plan is going to be with these sessions. I want to teach you guys just one thing. I want to teach you to fall in love with a stop limit. And if we do that, no matter how bad you trade, you're going to be profitable because the market is giving. It always gives every day. It just depends on how you. Like that was a mouthful for a first session. We maybe first need to get to know there's a possibility that the people can start asking a few questions, and see how we can work on mindset today, guys. I really want you guys to think about what you're doing, your actions, rather than what your technicals are showing you, because I can bore you with technical jar for days at an end, but if your mind is not correct and aligned with the strategy, it's going to end up in you losing money.
All right, thank you very much, Rudo. Can you hear me?
Yes, but I just thought I'll switch off my camera. Your line is a little bad.
Okay. All right, thank you. Welcome, everyone. And I want to believe we got it right with Rudo. Of course, the master telling us clearly, all right, what we need to do in the trading environment if we really want to stay taking profit. Okay, first, it says something very, very important, and I did drop it. I dropped it in the chat area. Let me see if I can pick it up. Okay, which is very, very key. He said the key to profitable trading is proper risk management. All right, so now you can tell, or now you know that we are all trading against each other. So you need the key. You need to really manage your trade properly. Now, our mantra going forward, before I allow questions in now, our mantra, people who do not use stop loss or stop limit soon stop trading. And when they stop trading, guess what? They go to their father's house. Right, so so I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. Okay, so learn to start doing your trade properly. Okay, good to know that we are with the experts, the masters, and we are sure to take profit every day. So now I want to open the room to questions. Now, Rudo, are you ready to take our questions?
I'm ready, buddy. Shoot.
Okay, all right. If you have any question, please just go to the chat area, type your question, or you could just put up your hand. You will be unmuted and allowed to ask your question. Yes, anyone? Yeah, you could just put up your hand. You will be unmuted, allowed to ask your question. Any question, any question. All right. Okay, at the moment, we are 91 in number. Okay, yes, we're 91 in number. Yes, any question? Okay, we got some hands up. I'm going to unmute you one after the other. And joining the house is one of the founders, one of the brightest minds that ensure this is happening right now. So I want to say big welcome to you. Okay, so let's take our questions. We'll just take one or two questions. Thereafter, before we go, we'll allow one of the co-founders who's in the house to talk to us. Perhaps you got something for us. Yes, Caroline here, Jerica, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you so very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my question is this. What is the difference between stop loss and stop limits? Are they the same thing or are they different? And how can you use either of them in order to stay in profit?
Okay, Caroline, great answer. Which one sounds a little bit more positive to you? Stop loss or a stop limit? And the reason why I'm asking this, to think about it, we tend to use these words freely, but they both do exactly the same function. But a stop loss does this. It prevents you from losing any more money. But a stop limit is actually the way you should be looking at it. It's a positive thing. This specific trade, this specific action I took did not play in my favor. And now I'm walking away with the amount of money I was willing to tender to find out whether my strategy was going to be correct today. Knowing that the stop limit is hit does not mean that there's anything wrong with my strategy, because the market is governed by randomness, not chaos. We cannot predict the market. I cannot predict what you are going to be thinking, but I can, by looking at the general chaos, general panic, general fear of the accumulative people acting out on the market. Through that, I'll be able to see what is the probable direction. And that is what I want to be trading. So a stop limit and a stop loss is same word, potato, potato in a way, but it's the way that you perceive that. If I'm stop limiting, it means that I've paid all that I was supposed to pay to find out whether I'm going to be making money today on this specific trade. And the guy that says I stopped loss means that he lost money, which means he's already negative. So when we talk about mindset and when I talk about how you think about it, if you're already fixated on negative things that's going to happen within the markets, your that negativity is going to be a key factor in these courses through time. I'm going to be opening up doors in a way that you should be thinking around candles, words, simple things. That's going to blow you away because the key to perception is whether you're going to be negative or positive about a loss. And that it's all out of the eye of the beholder because it's only you that's going to be taking that specific loss. So I hope that answers you. Placing it, it's the same thing, but the way that you think about it is completely different.
Are you good with that, Caroline? Caroline, are you good with that? Please talk to us.
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Right,
I am
Caroline.
very, very excited.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Yes, who else do we got here? Okay, we have Mary Height. Mary Height, your hand is up. Please unmute yourself and talk to us.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good
welcome,
evening.
sir. Welcome, sir.
Good
My name is
evening.
Jonathan because I'm the owner of Merit Systems. I am quite new in this environment. It's not something I'm used to. So I'm actually, my question is for a fresher, a beginner, because I'll be very honest with you. Most of these applications look really strange to me, to be honest. This is like my first time in this kind of environment. So what can a fresher, a beginner do not to stand too many risks?
Okay. The biggest thing that you're going to be doing is first you need to develop your confidence.
Okay.
Now, a lot of time people will say learn to paper trade. Paper trade is a brilliant way to test the strategy because there's
Yes.
no emotions, no money on table. As soon as I say, hey, let's play Russian roulette, but there's no bullets in the gun, all of a sudden it's fun. But as soon as you start putting bullets in, hey, it becomes a stressful environment. That's trading. Trading is going to be experiencing ultimate stress every day because money is hard to be made and easy to be lost. We all know this.
True.
So if you really want to learn how to trade, you cannot not have the money factor in it. But start with money that you can lose tomorrow without it losing your livelihood, without you
Oh,
not being able to pay your bills. And then
okay.
build up. Because if you can take $50 to $100, the confidence will be there to take $1,000 to 2,000 or 10 to 20. So
Perfect.
my biggest advice to you, start small. Don't go
Okay.
big. And don't think because you had one good trade today, you're a professional trader. Craig always says this, and excuse the language, we are all more ass than class. Think of it when you're correct as it's a happy emotion, and then move on because you're one trade away from your next losing trade. Always remember that. Start small, build your confidence, use your sample. Next time we'll really dive into the sample sizes. Use your sample zones, see how you can develop as a trader, and then only after that, only after you can tell me in less than one sentence, what is your strategy and what is your percentage accuracy, then you're allowed to use your money, your
Okay.
real money. Okay.
Okay. So the sample sizes, sorry, I'm just to ask, the sample sizes are more like a decoy, something that you can use to strengthen your fingers.
No. The sample sizes, if you look at the screen, what you need to do is you take a piece of paper.
Okay.
And you write, this is my first trade, my second trade, third, all the way to 20. Okay.
Okay.
And if your first trade is a loss, you say loss. If your second trade is a winner, you say win. And then after the loss, you'll say loss minus 3%. You can say win 10% profit plus 10%. Or you can even have a break even, because sometimes we move our stop above entry for a risk-free trade. Once you have those 20 trades, you go and calculate. Were you 50% accurate, 30% accurate, 20% accurate? If you're 20 and below, don't use big money. You still need to learn a lot. 30%, I've proven to you, you can be making some money, but you need to have the proper risk management. 80%, you can start using big money and margin trade. And that's the thing. So your sample size is the only true way that you can know whether you have a successful strategy and game plan.
Yes, that's correct. I got that. Thank you very much for the clarity.
It's a pleasure.
I appreciate this.
All right, welcome, Mary Height. Good to know that though new in the space, but you can be rest assured you are going to be soaring with the masters. All right, so the air will sure be free for you to soar. All right, so welcome. We still have any question? All right, so apparently everyone is good with tonight's presentation and training from Rudo, the master. We got someone very special in the house, and we are going to allow him talk to us. Okay, the very reason why everyone on this call is here, and that's no other person, one and only Engineer Joke Nax, co-founder Tonoit. Please talk to us. Okay, sorry, I need to unmute you. All right, sorry. Okay, you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Eddie, for making this possible. And of course, my brother from another mother, Rudo. Hi, Rudo, how you doing?
Good on you, Jokey.
I've been listening to how you've been taking us through this, and it's really exciting. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's on this call. I see some of my friends here. I see Billion Dollar. I see a couple of people here. Okay, though your cameras are not on, I can imagine, but it's really great. And we're starting this specifically for the West African market. And this is the first edition, and it's going to continue every other Monday. Sure. So an opportunity for you to bring in your friends, and you need to join also to understand how this market works. And we are actually privileged and honored to have Rudo, which is actually being one of the best crypto traders right now in the block. You know, he's been doing this thing in a very unique way, and his results have been very outstanding, you know, going forward. So we're really excited to have everyone on this call today. Now, I just want to put in my 2 cents, okay, on this, okay? So let's start by talking about trading. Like I always say, trading is that one thing that you can do from anywhere at any time without a customer. So it's that skill that when you've learned, when you've been empowered with, you can do it anytime and anywhere. It simply means that you can survive anything, provided you have the internet, and provided the market is, you can log in and log out. you know, that's the thing. I just give you a real-time example, you know, and I want to talk about the psychology of trading, like what we talked about. I started trading when I was 26 or no, earlier than that. I was in my second year in the university when I started trading. But there's something I've understood in trading is this, all right? You must have a long-term goal if you want to win big in trading. You must have a long-term goal. So trading is not hit and run. Trading is not, I'm trading and I have the picture of the car on one side of my screen. Oh, I'm trading to buy this car. You know, the first thing you want to know is to have a skill set. Okay, and make sure that skill set is working very well. And I can tell you for a fact, if you know how to make money from the chart, you might really not have any need to make money from somewhere else. And that's the truth. You know, sometimes I wake up and the chart talks to me. You know, that's how mature you can get in for trading. You get it. Another thing I want to say about trading is this. No matter where you are right now, all right, your growth in trading is a function. It all depends on you. Whether you're new, whether you're at the intermediate level, or you're at the master level. I can tell you something. You can even beat Rudo in trading. Rudo, am I correct? I'm telling the truth. I mean, Shedon, who's on the master trade team, he's 24. Am I right, Rudo?
Yeah, it's 24 now.
Sometime last year, I think Shedon has been trading for about 2 years or 3. Rudo, am I correct?
About 2 years now.
About 2 years. Okay, I imagine he's already a coach, all right, in 2 years. And guess what? Sometime last year, in 5 months, he took a $4,000 account to over $70,000 in about 3 to 5 months. Okay, and this is a guy who's living 100% on crypto. All right. So what does that mean? It means that the time it will take you to become a master is it depends on you. And I can tell you that it's smarter that you equip yourself with this skill. I call it a life skill, than going to give your money to somebody, to some website that every day you're praying that, hey, God, I just hope that I can log in today. I just hope that I click and withdraw and I get paid. You get what I mean? So that's the bigger picture you need to look at, life skill. And the second thing I want to talk about is this. And that is what inspired us to create the affiliate reward plan. The affiliate reward plan was not inspired just because we just want people to bring people. No, that's not the idea. We're solving 3 problems. While you're growing, while you're developing your skill set, while you're becoming a better trader, all right? There are 3 things that you're going to encounter, all right? I mean, making sure that the likes of Rudo stays awake all the night, make sure that it's providing good, trade setup and all the likes. I mean, it has to be paid for it, all right? Now, because of that, there's a monthly subscription, all right? And number 2, what trading capital? Rudo said much earlier. Rudo said that he's looking at a situation whereby you don't trade with the amount of money you can afford to lose. And I tell people for a fact that you cannot grow in this market by paper trading. You got to put money in the market. There's no amount of paper trading. I mean, paper trading means you're trading with dummy money. Trading with dummy money, there's no emotion in it. You can take $1,000 to $1 million in 24 hours, But when you put in your real money in it, okay, that's when you now start developing your psychology. Because I can tell you that 80%, if not 90% of trading is psychology. That's true. All right. Now, how can you afford to put in money you can't afford to lose? And trust me, you don't want to get into the market with just, little money. You want to trade the market very, very well. So the second thing is access to trading capital. We don't want you to go sell stuffs. We don't want you to, sell off your stuffs to be able to get access to money. And the third thing is this: time freedom. At the end of the day, what is your goal? Your goal is not to just keep working and working and working or just trading and trading and trading. For me, your goal is to get up to the point of retirement. Retirement for me, it's not to stop working, but to work because I want to, not because I have to. I repeat, retirement for me is not to stop working, but it's for me to work because I want to, not because I have to. So it means that I trade, and I tell Mr. Eddie. I remember when $1 billion used to tell me, "Oh, boss, every time you want to trade, let me know." I say I trade when I want to. When the setup is good, I just put, and that's why I said don't lose money, guys. I'm not trading to make a living. I'm trading to it's fun. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. But when you have to I got to pay my bills now, I got to do this, you will be forcing the market, and you can't force the market, guys. I'm on a trade right now, for example, all right, and it got to I think some few dollars to my take profit, and it didn't hit my take profit, it came down, but I'm cool, I'm relaxed. You get the idea? Now, how can you get up to that level? And that's why the ARP was created. The ARP allows you to make money that takes care of the subscription fee, that gives you access to trading capital, and also make trading for you fun, all right? So that you can also have holiday time. You can say, okay, this entire week I'm not going to trade, or this entire month I'm not going to trade. So all of these things have been put together, and I tell people this for a fact. When we started with West African team 18 months ago, or no, it's less than 18 months ago, I said, give us 18 months of your life. Give us 18 months of your life to develop your skill, to build a community, and it to be a different story entirely. Everyone who listened to us, when we're saying, oh, farm now for Bitcoin, get this and get that, they should be in a lot of profit today, and they should be smiling heavily. So I want to say once again, I love you so much. On our side, we keep working hard to make sure that we're coming up with, cutting edge solutions. We're coming up with, strategies that can help you take your finances to the next level and get you to retirement as soon as possible. So once again, thank you very much for being on this call. I'll try my best to be on the calls as possible as I can. And on Wednesdays, I'm going to be live with Rudo. And I'm starting an Instagram live shortly next week. So you can follow me on my Instagram page also, where we'll be discussing trading and everything. We need to build it into the next level. and you want to get your friends and everyone to listen to this, that there's a way out of this. There's a way out of struggle. There's a way to make money while at home. There's a way to actually build a life of your dream while taking full control of your money. So thank you once again. Over to you, Mr. Eddie. And thank you, Rudo, for being on this call. Thank you.
Pleasure, Jordan.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jokenax, and thank you very much, Rudo. Friends, all of these lovely, all of these wonderful. Good to hear. But may I let you know that we really don't need to be in the market doing all the technical and fundamental analysis. All I do and what I recommend, only for as many of us who are very, very busy, let's learn to leverage, all right, on the experience and the trading skill of the masters, talking about Rudo and his team. So let's take advantage of them by simply buying into the master trade. And don't forget that we have the academy. Somebody once said, who was that? He said, I am new on the blog. How do I go about this? It's very simple. We got an academy, all right, that we ensure you start from the scratch, all right? Build your confidence and start taking profits. But don't forget that we have the masters and of course a few other strategies that we can leverage on so that going forward, we can take profit. 2021 is a year of taking profits. So thank you everyone. Let's do this again on Monday. All right, this will be taking place every other Monday. Don't forget that this room can only take 100. So the first 100 persons, that's all. Every other person will be shut out, at least for now. So ensure to join us on Monday. All right.
Edward, we can take 1,000, buddy. So maybe we flip the link next time so that we don't let them stand outside the door.
Okay, so you got that.
Okay.
Okay, so we ensure we raise the bar so we can accommodate 1,000 persons. Okay.
One more thing, Mr. Eddie. Hope you remember to tell them about the promo that Master Trade is running.
Yeah, you got to see this. Let me share the screen. That's very important.
It's gone for good in the next 12 days. It's gone for good in the next 12 days, guys. It's a $1,350 savings, guys. In Naira, that is over
$1,300 savings.
Yes.
Yeah, 1,300, which is over 600, 700,000 Naira. You know, you want to log this in for 12 months, guys. I tell you the truth, man. It's next level. You lock in for the next 12 months, guys. Believe me, your finances can never be in the same level. So, Mr. Eddie, you may want to throw something on that. You know, that works.
I'm showing it on. Trying to open it up now.
So basically, what we do is we've got about 8 hours of live webinars like this. As part of it, we give you signals, we educate you. There's hours dedicated to education. There's hours dedicated to getting signals, looking at where we can make money. Because if we don't make money, what's the point, guys? So we want to help you get there quickly, but we need to educate you. We do not want to be giving you fish. We want to teach you to fish with us.
All right, that's it. That is on the screen. Okay, the pack actually is 1,500 for a whole year, but guess what? You are getting it for the rate of $1,000. Plus the fact that the academy, the entire academy that costs $700 will be given to you for free for the next 1 year. Friends, we've got just a few days to go. Grab it and start taking profit. So congratulations everyone, as many of you that are taking this and running with this. It is time for us to, we'll be saying good night now. Rudo, do you have anything for us before we call it a day?
Yes, I want to leave you guys with a saying that Albert Einstein said. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing, but to expect a different result. So now come and join us, guys. Let's do something different and let's get some different results into your lives. So thanks for having me, guys, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much. We want to have the house packed. Max out next Monday. Please, it is not about you taking profit. There are 1,001 other persons out there who would want to take profit. But if you don't let them know, how would they know? All right. So let's publicize this. Tell your friends, your family members, neighbors, colleagues, and perhaps your enemies, so that together we can take profits, change the world, and put smiles on the face of everyone. Thank you very much. So I say good night, and don't forget, keep imparting lives. Bye for now.
Thank you, Rudo.
It's a pleasure, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.